Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO and co-founder of Sigfox, Ludovic Le Moan.
Welcome Singapore. Welcome everybody. Welcome for this third edition of Sigfox Connect. You are very glad, pleased to welcome today more than 89 countries gathered for this event talking about the deep revolution. Effectively, in 1995, few people envisioned how internet would modify our daily life. Every revolution is insidious in the early days. Now, you know that after that we moved to the mobile internet revolution that has leveraged the first wave of internet. And now we are consuming internet on our mobile every day. But let's talk about the third revolution, what I call the deep revolution, the revolution dealing with the physical data. That will be bigger, much bigger, because it will leverage the two first waves. Or we are talking about the physical data revolution. This is a deep revolution, but the first two were B2C. But now, it's a B2B revolution. It's not trendy at all. It deals with transformation of your industries, new business model for consumers, for goods, for many, many things. So it's something that few people imagine today what should be the revolution for every industries. We are talking about physical data, of course, no longer about personal data. The more data we collect, the better understanding we can get from our physical world. This is a deep revolution. But to make it happen, we need to pay attention for the details. We need to deliver the right experience at the right cost, the right autonomy, the right simplicity. Think about the oil industry. When we started to extract the oil from the ground, the raw material, and transform it to fuel, to plastic bags, to different products, we created a huge revenue, a big economy. But IoT is the same. But we are dealing with the data surrounding us. The challenge is how to extract that raw data, store it, and refine it in the cloud. With expert, every customer will know how to define the core value of each data. And huge revenue will come from tiny margin multiplied by infinite number of physical data around us. This is a very deep revolution, I told you so. But we, at Sigfox, what do we do for that? We simply guarantee the lowest cost of data extraction. We maximize the differential between the raw data we collect and the variation of the data you will do for your customers, for you, our customers. But I will add that our zero-G network is unbeatable. You know, like Teddy Riner, unbeatable, guys. The same for the zero-G network. It's unbeatable. You can't find a solution more affordable, more reliable, and more secure than Sigfox to extract your data. This is the revolution, and we are leading it. We at Sigfox shaped a global network, always on, secure, reliable, and today it carries every day more than 23 million messages with a growth of 10% per month. and we are ready to scale for billion messages a day. We are the deep revolution, and we offer you this revolution. What we provide first for you is the connectivity with Admiral services. Millions of devices are using Admiral Blue today, and Admiral Ivory opens the door for very, very cheap hardware until disposable devices to access our network. Remember the famous connected letter in Prague, for the one who attended Prague 2 years ago. The letter we introduced used a 20 cents reference design. We promised you that reference design, but now you can now order it today online. And it's amazing to see recently a post from a fully independent developer claiming that he has done a tracker for less than $1 that are able to track the asset around Europe for $1. It was amazing. But what we have done at Sigfox is we have created a single button for $1.4 using a 20 cents reference design. And you will use it tomorrow. You will see, and you will test it, and I know that you heard about that very cheap design, and I can tell you that for $1.4 for a few thousand, what does it mean when it is produced in millions? It should be tens of cents. It means that we could create another revolution, the physical click for marketers, a revolution for brand. We want to reach 1 billion connected devices in 2023, which is a big challenge. But to do that, we have to deal with very lower cost solution. And to be able to accept this very cheap device on our network, I want to thank the Sigfox team, the engineers, who worked very hard to be able to support such signal on our core network, which is, once again, a performance. This is, for me, when we talk about supply chain, logistics, this is something we need to do. Tracking from big containers to pallets to small parcels. We open up the door. As soon as we reduce the cost of trackers, we open the door for endless sort of parcel we can track. But you know, at Sigfox, sky is not the limit. We design, with a strong partnership with our friend Eutelsat, a constellation, and we will call it Admiral Leo. One network for one planet. We'll open it up for some early customers beginning of this year, and we will plan to open up for commercial offer end of 2020. And for those of you wondering, Admiral Leo, what is it exactly? Admiral Leo is simply an Admiral services. That means it is exactly the same than Admiral Blue. Same component, same API, same power, same billing system, same everything. This is why it's a truly unique value proposition. It allows any customers to use existing solution. It allows to benefit from all the devices that have been already developed for Admiral Blue, using the ground network for indoor and outdoor for dense area, and to use the constellation for rural area, desert, ocean, where the coverage can be done only through that satellite approach. Tomorrow, your belonging, watches, sport jacket, everything, will use Admiral Leo. This is how we will support emergency signal wherever they come from. I am incredibly proud and thrilled to see that first satellite turning around the Earth. But now, let's think about asset tracking. You know, supply chain, logistics, it's a question of tracking assets. For that, you remember we have the Atlas service. And some of you got this badge at registration. And this badge has been sent to 50 people before they join Connect. 50 people around the globe received that badge, and we were able to track them from their home to Singapore. And this is thanks to Atlas Wi-Fi. And once again, a good congratulations for the team who achieved that project, because I really think that it can change drastically the way that we manage such application for exhibition. Look at the map. You see that people moving from many countries where the network is already up and running until here, Connect in Singapore. So, as I said, this badge is very helpful for you. You have a map. You should have a map on your mobile. On this map, you will be able to localize all the attendees. Fortunately, they have opted to be localized in this event. This is a deep revolution, and we are living it real time. But remember last year in Berlin, we introduced something that some of you waited for a long time. This is the bubble, the famous Sigfox bubble. Now you can buy it. We worked hard with our partner Alps to deliver this industrial bubble for proximity detection. You know, like for connectivity show, this is today a place to prepare, to announce what we will deliver in the coming years. But it took 1 year from what I told you last year and today, where you can use this bubble and you can contact our partners, Hubs, to buy it and to develop amazing application based on that proximity detection. And if you want to get more details, how to use it, how to tune it, please join the Sigfox Village bubble booth, and they will talk about it, and they will give you many details on it. Let's talk about 100 billion connected sensors now. In a more sustainable world, having billions of devices attached to billions of batteries, I think we can't bear on batteries. We need to work on how to give up the batteries and rely on energy harvesting solution. And for that, at Sigfox, we worked hard to prepare the network to support microwatt of energy. Signal coming from microwatt power supply. What does it mean? It's poor and tiny signal coming to joining the antennas on the challenge for a team. And once again, they took the challenge for the Le Moan approach, and they succeed. Of course, do we plan to become lemon tree planters? Of course not. But just imagine 2 pieces of metal inside a lemon can deliver microwatt. And this microwatt can be used to send a temperature every few minutes, which is a proof that Sigfox support microwatt communication, energy harvesting communication, and this is something unique. You can't see that somewhere else. You can't imagine that having devices based on energy harvesting accessing a global network. But Sigfox, we done it, and we have also the opportunity to join the Sigfox village, meet some partners who did some amazing solution to harvest heat, light, vibration, radio waves, all this kind of thing where you can collect microwatt of energy and power the signals to our network, which is for me, once again, a big, big, big achievement from the team. So our capacity to deliver for you a big volume, because of course IoT is the volume bargain. We need to have big volumes to drive down the price. So it means that we have to deal with a big network. But for you, we need to guarantee the SLA. And look at that video. I would like to take a moment to congratulate that team working under the radar 24/7. Thanks to this team, we guarantee the SLA, the 99.9 SLA for our customers. And this quality achieved by a good cloud, good base station, is your guarantee to rely on Sigfox. This is a deep revolution based on strong basement. As I just said, IoT is a volume bargain. So some customers want to scale, but sometimes they have a big concern. Do they want to drive their development through OpEx or through CapEx? As you know, Sigfox run a business model based on CapEx, a fee per year per device. We want to offer you a business model based on CapEx. How can we do that? Simply launching a new offer, which is the Sigfox private network. Our customers will have the choice between two models, OpEx or CapEx, either a fee per device per year for the OpEx-based model, on a fee, depending on the number of devices, on the size of the private network. And yes, all the devices running on the Sigfox global network will be fully compatible with the private networks. It means our customers will benefit from the same ecosystem, same device makers, same partners, same everything once again. Simply the same thing. It also means that for you, willing to work on private network, you will benefit from the volume coming from the large-scale deployment. Because as I said, the cost is driving down by the volume. So it's for the private network a good news because you will get the same features, the resilience to interference, the low-cost devices, the 20 cents module I mentioned, the way that you can use microwatt power supply. All these features are brought to the private network. This is a deep revolution for private network. But, you know, automotive show when it will be available for you customers. What we plan to do is we will launch this private network offer beginning of 2020 in France first. And we plan to extend private network offer second half of 2020 for the other countries. This is, for me, the guarantee to have something that no gap in our portfolio of offer. And we want also to welcome gateway makers, installers, to join us, to join our journey. And we will support them to certify compatible Sigfox gateway. To know more about our private network, the same, please join the Sigfox Village, the Boost private network, and you will have maybe the opportunity to look at usage of private network for smart home. They have done something amazing. Please join the Sigfox Village and talk to the team about the private network for smart home. We are leading a deep revolution, but it's thanks to you. You Sigfoxers, you Sigfox operators, today among us, partners, and also customers. Because I think we have more and more customers joining our journey. And for that, we decided this year for Connect to organize the exhibition on 2 stages. One vision stages, where I am standing now, dedicated to customer stories, what has been already done, what are the opportunities moving forward, and the execution stage, just a few meters away, to share experiences, how to develop a solution, how to reach the right ROI, how to deal with all the partners to become a Sigfox customers. This is a deep revolution. This is Connect, and this is for you. And I'm very proud to today to welcome customers from over the world and have a list of people attending today Sigfox Connect. Some of them have a booth, some of them will be here in the VIP room to talk with you, to share this experience because they wanted to join Connect. They wanted to share their experience with Sigfox. They wanted to show how they are transforming their industries. They are the proof that we are no longer talking about something like a concept. The IoT transformation, industry transformation, is a reality now. But to lead a revolution, we need also big customers, big partners, big suppliers. Because when you want to scale in millions, you need to rely on affordable solutions, but you need also to rely on partners being able to take some liabilities because you have millions of devices, have to last 5 years, 6 years, whatever. Sometimes you need this strong partner like Alps or ST, our premium partner for this event this year. And they are with us. They are here to help to sustain the growth of the market, like it was the same for the mobile industry. Remember, many years ago, we had companies providing affordable mobiles to democratize the usage of the smartphone, the mobile phone. It became a smartphone later on. But this is when you have the devices at the right price that you can scale and you can amortize your CapEx in your network. And thanks for our partners to join our journey. And I think for me, the 0G network we are running is unbeatable. We have no competition. NB-IoT, 5G, LoRa can't address the bulk of the IoT. When it comes to deliver tiny margin for you customers, you have to optimize everything. Every cent, every microwatt, every second you can save when you develop your solution are critical. It's the reason why the 0G network is fundamental. But 0G means something that will tackle all the industries, all the verticals. And for that, we are launching a 0G foundation with scientific that will help us to better understand what are the challenges, vertical by verticals, and we'll also invite industrial to join that 0G to push this 0G, I would say, standard at the end of the day. So, to summarize, 2020 will be the year for the IoT takeoff for sure. For all the reasons I gave you, supply chain and logistics, most mature market today, is entered in mass production. We have the support of big suppliers, and we have a significant coverage to deal with that opportunity. So the worldwide industry has to transform, you know, that the economy is stressed today. So with IoT, I think we can recover margin, and this is why people are here today and are joining our journey. So it's time for you, partners, Sigfox operators, to harvest the effort you did 9 years ago. And take it for granted. I think the economy created by the IoT, by the physical data revolution, will be much bigger than for the oil itself. This is a deep revolution for the new economy. In 2017, some figures. In 2017, we had 2.2 million devices registered on our backend. In 2018, we grew to 3.5 million. And this year, we will be at 16 million devices registered on our backend. Imagine the growth, the pace we are following. And this is not 16 million registered users. It's not 16 million download of application. It is 16 million devices manufactured, 16 million devices tested, and 16 million devices deployed on the field with no churn until the battery ran out. It's no longer a concept, you see? It's happening, it's now. And this is a deep revolution for a sustainable world. So, before leaving the floor, I want to express again and again my commitment, our Sigfox commitment, for a more sustainable world. Remember, the Sigfox Foundation is pursuing its development for endangered species, but next year, we want to address another concern, which is elderly people concern. Those with low income, those who can't pay for monitoring device. Can we sustain a world with elderly people who die alone in their home because they fell down? Can we accept a world where a simple power outage kills them? My answer is no, we can't. It's the reason why we are launching a program to deliver a connected wristband for elderly people, simple enough to be used by this category of people, to set an alarm on our Sigfox network. This is, for us, a deep revolution for forgotten people. A social alert platform to localize alarm for free. And we are working with the IoT Valley on a data job platform to deliver that proposition. We are committed for a more sustainable world, a more connected world, for a better future. More opportunities, more jobs. It is for Sigfox something important because IoT will create additional jobs. It is a big challenge, but for sure, I think we are committed for that transformation of the world, and I think we have to gather all the people on that journey. And so, just to finish, I want to thank you for join us, and I wish you 2 beautiful days, 2 amazing days here in Singapore. Thank you.